Okay, let's add a few entourage people. So I'm going to go to Insert, Load Autodesk Family, and I've already navigated to Entourage, but that is in the master list. The people are listed as Entourage. I'll grab the female one and load it. And we'll go to Architecture, place a component, and one will show up, and I'll just go right to Edit Type because I want to change this. So instead I'm going to duplicate this, and I'll call it P1 just for person 1, because what I'm doing is a little bit of a hack. I'm going to change the rendering appearance now, and I'm going to go to People, and I'll pick this person here, and I'll go OK, OK, and then I'll just place them. And that works pretty good because it looks like they're walking up to order. I'll just slide them over this way a little bit. And we want to put someone inside. This is a good opportunity to show how we can open those doors, because I made this Dutch door here. It's kind of like this is where you would pay and this might be where you pick up. But if we were to go in and edit this family element that we've imported, if I go to Edit Type, we can make a couple of changes, and we'll do both of those here. We're going to change the color now, and we're going to open the doors of it. So if I scroll way down, you'll see I have a selector of having either the visibility of the doors opened or closed. And I'm going to go change it to open. You can see now that they're open. And once again, I'm also going to change the color. It's a relatively easy thing to do. We'll go to Edit Type. And we have this metal paint finish brown matte. And it actually looks green. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go and edit that. And I'm not going to change the name of the color. I'm just going to change the color itself. So I'll just grab the green. And like I said, I'll go to a gray. And I'll just pull this down a little bit, just kind of more neutral. And I'll apply that and go OK. And I think I'll make that a little bit darker. Sorry about that. So once again, it wasn't quite what I had in mind. Back out to the color palette. Something bordering on more of a black. Okay, so that kind of helps the wood to pop a little bit. Now I wanted to put another entourage person in, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up I'm not going to lose this view, 3D view, because we'll use this for the final output. So what I'm going to do is, let me just slide this over if I can grab it. We're going to go ahead and name this 3D view. Ground view. And I think what I'll do is I'll save the model and close that off just so we don't have too many windows open. And just while I'm looking at this, I need to expand our crop region so that we see both of the doors. And what I'll do is I'll just duplicate this view. So what I want to do is I want to place another entourage person, kind of deal with the problem that we have with the shipping container being off the ground. So I'm going to right click on the, oops, I'm on the wrong screen, sorry. Ground view. I'm going to duplicate the view. And then I can just rotate this around. So we can kind of see inside the shipping container. And now I'm going to place another entourage person, component, place a component. We'll go ahead and edit this type. We're going to duplicate it, make it P2. And I'm just going to grab another person. And place them there. And you'll notice how it looks like they're sunk into the ground. And there's two ways you can deal with this problem. One is we could create a false floor here. We just put another floor on top of this one because this isn't actually able to sense this as a floor. And and then make that floor invisible. So it could be a solid floor that's only 1 inch thick, and then use that to place your characters on. But that's a little bit cumbersome. One of the easier fixes is just to raise that person up. So I'm just going to offset them. Let's say 8 inches. Let's hit the keyboard the right way this time. And that brings them back up to the floor level. And then I'm just going to move them around a little bit. And actually go to, let's see if I can find them in level 1. And I'll move them over to here. And let's just take a look at that. And now it looks like there's somebody there to take the order. So we're really pretty much what I wanted to do with the in-class assignment. Like I said, you can't really place a physical window in these, so knowing how to cut these openings, and then you could glaze them or make your own kind of trim with them. Typically they need special attention anyway because the wall is very thin. It needs special consideration. And the other issue to always keep in mind is that ability, when you place things like furniture on the inside, you may need to make a false floor. And what I'll do is I'm going to place this on a sheet right away for submittal, and then we'll talk about that kind of extra little bit of information in case you're interested. So on the next clip, I'll do the placement on the sheet.